Hey, hey, my friend, welcome, welcome. It's Deb from Bowl Me Over. How are you today? Welcome back to our 12 Days of Christmas Cookies and Treats. And today we're going to do some baking. Yes, some actual baking. I'm such a big fan of holiday cookies, obviously, but the candy. I just find it's just so easy, and people are so appreciative when you give them, you know, like a homemade treat or you have that available. But occasionally, yes, I do some baking. So because I do the easy baking, we're starting with a cake mix. And today we're going to make red crinkle cookies. And if you've ever had those, it's they are made with red velvet. They are rolled in powdered sugar and they burst in your mouth. They're just, oh, so sweet and so decadent. So anyway, few quick ingredients, and that is a cake mix, a red velvet cake mix. We're going to use some cream cheese, some butter, an egg, and vanilla, and powdered sugar to roll them in. So let's get started. Oh, and real quick before we do, the first thing we're going to do is cream together the butter and the egg and the vanilla. And if you ever wonder, if you're new to baking, like, what do I use? Do I use this thing? Do I use this thing? I am going to use my stand mixer. I do love my stand mixer. It's obnoxiously orange, which I love. But it has a couple of different attachments. This is actually a bread hook, so we're not going to use that. This is great for whisking like cream into you know, just making a beautiful meringue, that type of thing. But for creaming butter and cream cheese together, we're looking for the paddle, and that's what this is. So I'm going to put him on first. Okay, and into our pot here, or pan, we're going to add the butter, the cream cheese, the egg, and the vanilla, and just whisk everything together. As usual, like most of the rest of our recipes, all of the recipes I think that we're doing this year, they're really easy. They're fun and festive, so I think they'll be a good addition to your cookie tray. And I've had the cream cheese out about an hour, so it's nice and soft. I want it to cream together well. So I'm going to put him in here first. And sorry I'm so left-handed. If I was a right-handed person, you'd be able to see that when I do it. All right, let me get the rest out of here. A little bit more. Okay. And to our bowl, we're going to add the butter. Just like that. For this recipe, we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And remember, if you don't catch all the recipe ingredients, they're right below. Just click where it says all the description, just click more, and the ingredients are right there. And if it's easier, there's also a link to the blog. This recipe is on the blog already. So we need a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then just the egg. Simple so far, right? Okay. Let's see. Let me get rid of these things really quick, and I'll be right back. All right. Now we're going to cream this together. So I'm going to lock my bowl into place and bring the lid down and lock the mixer into place. I'm going to start it on low as it begins to cream together. I'm going to stop and I'm going to scrape the sides of the mixer down, and we're just going to continue that until it's all creamy and light and fluffy. So I'm going to do that. It's going to be noisy. Just hang with me for a quick sec. So again, I started it on low. As it begins to cream together a little bit, I'm going to increase the speed to like medium. Okay, now I just want to scrape the bowl down. And I don't know if you can hear little clicky clicks in the background, but our dog has come out to see exactly what Mama's making, because he's Joe's kind of a furry stomach. He's just waiting. Hang on a quick sec. And now both the boys are out here, so I have the corgi and the poodle out here. Okay, back this goes. I'm gonna let that cream together until it's all light and fluffy. And just another minute. Now this is what we're looking for. I don't see any lumps. It looks really nice and light. It just looks perfect. So our next step is to beat in the red velvet cake mix. And again, we're just gonna pour it all in. We're gonna start the mixer on low, because if we start it on high, we're gonna have a dusting of red velvet everywhere. And we're not looking for that. We want it to stay in the bowl. So I'm gonna use my spatula and fold it in a little bit first, just to kind of spread it around a little bit. Again, starting it on low, and as it begins to come together, I'll increase the speed of the mixer. I'm gonna scrape down the sides of the bowl. And I just wanna make sure we have all the cake mix incorporated into the batter, and there's no lumps or anything anywhere. So I'm gonna also scrape off the beater. Again, back on medium, probably 30 seconds, and it should all come together. Wonderful. See how pretty that looks? You can see that the batter has been, the cake mix has been incorporated into the batter. You don't see a lot of white flecks anywhere. So that's what we're looking for. And now I'm just gonna clean the batter off the beater. And then we're gonna tuck that in the sink real quick. Oh, one thing I think I failed to mention is I have had the oven preheated to 350, and I have my cookie sheet right here, and it's lined. It is a lined cookie sheet. These can be a bit of a mess. If I was not filming it, I might not wear gloves, but it's just so much better. So I have my small cookie scoop, and what I'm gonna do is scoop out like a heaping scoop of the dough. And I'm gonna roll it in a circle. And then I'm gonna put it in my powdered sugar and give it just a good solid coating. I experimented one time, like what happens if you roll it in it several times, and it really doesn't enhance the crackle effect on the cookies. You'll see what I'm talking about when we pull them out of the oven. And just because I'm smart, at least after I learned, I'm gonna do several of these at once so we can avoid transferring too much of the powdered sugar into the batter, the cookie batter. So all I'm gonna do here is just keep rolling some cookies and just putting them in the powdered sugar and keep going. So hang with me, it'll just take a minute. I have my first cookie sheet done. These don't spread out a whole lot. They're gonna puff a little bit, but not spread out. So I'm not a whole lot anyway. Into the oven they go, 10 to 12 minutes, keep an eye on them. I'll be back in a minute, and we're gonna do another cookie sheet full. Now, in case you're wondering, these are great make-ahead cookies. They freeze really well. So if you're trying to get a little bit ahead of the game for your Christmas cookies, this is a great choice. They keep really well. I'm going to put all that information below, and there's also some additional information on the blog. And remember, the blog is bowlmeover.com, so it's bowl-me-over.com. You could use any type of cake mix for this. I just like the red because I think it's really festive for the holidays. But I also have a recipe. It's kind of similar. It's a crinkle cookie, but it's a chocolate crinkle cookie, and it uses Cool Whip. That one is incredibly sticky. The dough is incredibly sticky, but it's really, really good. And when I do that one, I always put chopped up, in fact, maybe we'll do this for this year. I'm not quite sure. But I put chopped up candy canes, crushed candy canes over it. So good. Great combination. And just makes them look so festive and pretty too. I'm waiting for our cookies. We're gonna bring them out. We're gonna let them sit for about 5 minutes on the cookie sheet before we transfer, cookie sheet before we transfer them to the rack. You're gonna see some stuff in the background as we go. Be back in a few. Hey guys, what do you think? Don't those look great? My timer went off. I did need to bake them for 12 minutes, so I did adjust my time. 12 minutes at 350. So these just came out of the oven. The second batch of cookies I just put in, we're going to let them sit for 5 minutes, and then I'll transfer them to a cooling rack. More in a bit. Okay, our cookies have sat for probably about 6 minutes. I just let them sit a little bit extra. I'm just gonna put them on my cookie sheet. Oh, these look amazing. I can't wait to give them a try. They're, because they have that cakey thing going, they are really, really light, like surprisingly light, and just like little clouds. Oh, these look amazing. Okay, so we're gonna let these sit 5 more minutes, and then I think it's time to make some coffee. Okay guys, I'm happy to say it's cookie testing time. And this made 24 cookies, actually 24 pretty large cookies. If you made them smaller, because these on this side are pretty big, I'm sure you could get 28 or even 30 out of them. But I have the baby one, and I think that's perfect size to taste test. If you love red velvet, these have got to be on your list. They're perfect for cookie trays. It's an inexpensive cookie you can make pretty quickly. Great for cookie exchanges, all that good stuff. And if Santa's looking for cookies, these would make him happy, I'm sure. They have great red velvet flavor. They're soft and pillowy. Guys, these are really good. Well, rather than me just sit here and enjoy my cookie, I'm going to say real quick, thanks for joining me. Do head over to the blog, bowlmeover.com. I'm going to put the link to all of my cookies. There's a ton of cookies and candies on the blog, and I think you'll find some fun stuff you're really going to enjoy. If you have any questions, though, any comments, I really appreciate those. Just put them down below. I answer all the comments personally, so I would love to hear from you. Enjoy the cookies. Happy holidays to you and yours. We'll see you tomorrow.